Good morning, good evening, good day, or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? So today I thought we would revisit first impressions that I have done on this channel. Revisiting first impressions is where I am going to go over everything that I have done or tried on or new stuff that I've tried with you guys in the past 2 months. It's probably going to be a shorter time period for revisiting first impressions as my channel goes on and gets older, but it's only been 2 months old, so I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to revisit if my opinion of the product changed after doing a first impression, and just the things I like about it, the things I don't, and if I were to do it all over again, would I buy it again? Again, quick disclaimer that I have to put in all of my videos. I live in a house with about 7 or 8 people and a dog. It's a very small house, and sound travels everywhere. I have brothers that play video games, and I have little brothers with friends over, and I have a barking dog, so I'm sorry if there's noise. I am trying my best to minimize it. First up to talk about today, we have the Focallure Endless Possibilities palette. This was the first video that I ever made for this channel. When I was in middle school, I made singing videos. Please don't check them out. They're very embarrassing, and I can't delete them because they are under a email that no longer exists because it was connected to my middle school, so I can't go in and delete it. If anyone knows how to get me into contact with YouTube so they can get rid of them, because I want them down so badly, it's my face, it's my voice, please let me know, because it's embarrassing. Anyways, this is the Endless Possibilities palette by Focallure. My mom got me this palette as a gift for doing so well in my classes spring quarter of this year. Oh, sorry about that. When everything went to crap and we were all online, and I had to move back here, do a long distance relationship with my boyfriend, and not know how long it was going to be for. So she was very kind and she got this for me. I wanted it. I liked it when it came. I liked it when I saw it on the website. I liked it when I first tried it. Here's the thing. Some of these mattes work like a dream, like this one right here, and that one. Some of them, like this very dark green and this turquoise, do not. Also the red. They take forever to blend. The shimmer shades are decent. The ones that look flat like this have this weird cream texture to them that's really cool, and I like way better than the normal kind of weird bumpy sparkly ones. And yes, I did pan this shade, and I didn't do it because I liked the shade, though it was a pretty shade. I did it because there were 3 other shades exactly like it, named different things, and it made me so mad. But if I were to do it all over again, I would not buy this palette. I'm not sure if this brand has other better quality palettes, but I would not buy this palette. Next palette is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. When I did an impression of this, first impressions video of this, I liked it a lot. These shades right here really called to me, and I had a bit of trouble with the fact that this was not as pigmented as I would have liked it to be, and that was my only gripe with the whole palette. I still like this palette, I still use it, but for some reason when I go to pick it up and when I go to look at it, all the creativity gets sucked out of my brain. There's really nothing wrong with this. The mattes are wonderful, they blend well, the shimmers are high impact and great. Would I buy this again? If I were to, if I knew then what I know now, would I buy this again? Yes. Next up is a small bundle of products that I got all at around the same time, and I had filmed a first impressions video for them for you guys, and for some reason the computer deleted the film that I had made, and at that point I wasn't interested in refilming that whole video all over again, so I didn't, and you guys never got to see that, which I'm sorry about. But so I'll start with the ones that I like of the group, and then the one that I don't. So we are going to start with the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. Sorry. How do I... Oh, but I don't want you... I hope I'm... Here, I'll hold it over here. I don't want you guys to get grossed out by my nailless finger. Okay. I love this. I have no complaints. I have no gripes. It smells wonderful. It works well. I love the color payoff. It's great. Nothing else to say. I even love the packaging. Nothing to say. The same in that bundle is the Colourpop collaboration with Candyland Colourpop Land Queen Frosting Pixie Puff Highlighter. Now, will I use this on my face? Probably not. I'm not much of a loose highlighter on the face person. I will use this way more when I wear more shoulder-bearing shirts, because it is beautiful. It gives the smallest hint of I can't tell if you guys can tell that. Can you tell that? Barest hint of a shimmer, and it's so beautiful. I love how subtle it is, but still really pretty. Like, I'm sure if I was in the sunshine and it hit the sun just right, I would look like a fairy or something. I love this. Knowing now, if I knew now what I knew then, no. If I knew then what I know now, yes, I would buy that again. Now, the third product in that little bundle that I got is the Colourpop Land Candy Castle. Now, my boyfriend is very loving, and he bought this collection for me because I didn't have the money for it, and Candyland is my favorite game. Not gonna lie to you guys, no cap, I'm the best at Candyland, and I will beat anyone who plays me will be beaten into the ground. I am so good at Candyland, and I know it's a purely luck-based game, but I am the best at that game. I am going to be very gentle with this palette because one of the shades just completely shattered. Well, it fell and shattered. So here's the palette. This is the most I will hold it up. I am sorry, you guys. It smells like a vanilla cupcake, and here's the problem with this palette. There are really only 3 deep shades out of the 10, which, you know, usually that would be enough. It's an okay ratio, but this is not deep at all. I mean, on deeper skin tones, this would be a transition shade. Even on me, I'm not even that deep of a skin tone. It's barely there. And this, it's much the same. This is the only one that actually shows up. And these 2 shades also do not have the color payoff that they look like they would. If I knew then what I know now, I would not have gotten this. I would not have spoken about it so highly and lusted over it for so long, and drooled over it for so long with my boyfriend. He didn't do that. I just, I wasted his time by doing that. Yeah, no. Next is another little bundle. My first ever indie makeup brand, and I believe my first ever Black-owned makeup brand. It is the Juvia's Place palette. I'm gonna start with this one, the Freak palette. So, looking at this color story, it looks so cool. That's just like a classic almost jean blue. That bright highlight, like all of this looks amazing. And most of it is. These shimmers have great impact. They're so buttery and amazing on your eyes. And most of the mattes are great. Most of them are really blendable and most of them are great. With the exception of 3 shades. This shade, Côte d'Ivoire, this shade, Bintu, and this shade, Aya. This one, when you put it on the eyes, does not look like that color. It looks like a steel gray with a hint of blue. It's very hard to blend out. This one looks green and is hard to blend out. And this one is not that deep and again is hard to blend out. Now 3 shades out of 12, I mean that's a quarter of the palette, but still I got this for $5. It was $20 and it was on sale for $5. That's 75% off. And you know what? If I knew then what I know now, I would still buy it. I also bought the Sweet Pinks, which is a small little palette that I got for $7. I actually just used this palette to create this look on my eyes. Do I like it? Yes. I feel like this should either be deeper or you should have another deep shade. And these 2 shimmers are basically the same. But I would still buy it again. I would. Next little bundle, bronzers. I got these 2 bronzers recently. The Maybelline City Bronzer. Only problem with it is it's too light for me. Way too light. If it were in a deeper shade, I'm sure I would love it. Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I love it. It smells wonderful. It's buttery and blendable. They're both so blendable. I love it. And the last of the bundle. My most recent new makeup. My little Colourpop haul. This is the Colourpop Pressed Powder Blush in Whole 9 Yards. Here it is. Do I love this? Yes. It's not super sparkly. It's got fine little tiny sparkles in it, but it's not metallic and glittery. It's such a wonderful shade, and I really feel like it's a great affordable dupe for the NARS Orgasm Blush, which I also have in there. And I really haven't touched since I got this, and I use this a lot. Going Coconuts palette. Love this. Do I need to get into this more? Yes. Yes, I do, because as we all know on this channel, I am not a neutral makeup girl, but I want to be. I want to be both. I want to be colorful and neutral. I can be both. And you know what? This, with the other 2 palettes from this bundle, when I used all 3 of these together to make one look, was gorgeous. So yes, I love it, and I need to get into this more. Yeah, I would buy this again. If I knew now what I knew then, which was nothing except that I like it, I would buy it again. Colourpop Making Mauves. Love the packaging. Love this. I've only got one gripe with this palette. Only one. These 2 are the exact same shade, except this one is that sequin formula with just slight little shimmery hints in it. And this one is not. Honestly, I'd like maybe another deeper shade in there. But I'd still buy it again. And ending this video, the last one, is the Colourpop Blue Moon palette. I love this. I'm so glad I bought this. I wear blue so much. I'm gonna use this for my Halloween look this year. I would buy this again of course I would. I love it. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today in revisiting First Impressions. Please, before I forget, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell if you'd like to get updates and notifications for when I update and upload a video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!